Wow, that was certainly a tissue issue. Woo, I love that. I thank God every day for the blessings He has bestowed upon me. I thank Him for my family. I thank Him for a career of doing what I love. I thank Him for my Widener University education. I thank Him for having played for a Hall of Fame football coach, Bill Manlove. I thank Him for playing in the defensive backfield with Hall of Fame safety Tom Geary. I thank Him for 4 years of playing on the defense with Mr. Tony Stefanoni, another Hall of Famer. And I thank Him for the time I spent with my brother, my mentor, my role model, Hal Johnson. Are you kidding me? When I went to Widener, initially, I wasn't sure which side of the ball I was going to play on because I played offense and defense in high school. But I did my research. And I saw that in the defensive backfield, there were seniors, juniors, folks who were graduating. When I checked out the offensive side of the ball, I saw Hal, Steve Jones, Alan Minker, Gary Clofine, Jerry Irving, and they were juniors, sophomores, freshmen. I said, I'm going to play defense. And I remember getting to camp, and all I heard was, Hal Johnson, he's good. Hal Johnson, he's good. I'm like, the only Johnson I know from Widener is Billy White Shoes Johnson. But I said, Widener must keep Johnsons. I don't know. So then we got in our first tackling drill. Defensive backs against running backs. Running backs get the ball, and they collide. I'm thinking, I'm a tone setter. I'm going to go first. I'm going to make my name. But then something says, let's just watch this a little bit. So I watched it. And I saw Hal run over everyone 30 times. So when it was my time to go against Hal, oh, my hamstring. But from there, I watched this man just set records. His stats had stats. Unbelievable. And the underclassmen loved Hal. Because typically by halftime, Widener was up by 40. We got a chance to play in the second half. And if Hal needed some money while he was at Widener, he should have been an adjunct faculty member, teaching time management. Because the Widener University students know they wanted to see Hal. They had to get there early because he was only going to play the first half with his 4 touchdowns and 200 yards. He was a legend. Now, sophomore year, Hal and my high school teammate, Steve Jones, were looking for a roommate to stay in Andorran Apartments. I'm a sophomore, not knowing who, and they chose me. So he went from my teammate to my roommate. I got a chance to see how the man lived, how he studied, how humble he was. He led our Bible studies. He was in love with Miss Sheila, who's sitting over there. And when you're a star on campus, big-time football player, you get a lot of energy. With all the female energy that came to Hal, he gave him the Heisman. And now, 39 years later, they're still married. But I say all that to say, I am blessed, I'm honored, I'm fortunate to have Hal Johnson in my life. I've been following him forever. And when the Oakland Raiders had him in camp, and he got a calling that said, put down the football and pick up the Bible and become a Baptist minister to preach the gospel, I said, that's Hal. That's Hal. That's my man. The next person to come to the stage, inducted into the Widener University Athletic Hall of Fame, is my hero, Hal Johnson! Good evening. I not much of a public speaker, but I am honored and privileged to be here. It's indeed an honor. Brother Smitty, he's a motivational speaker. Makes me want to sign up all over again. It's good to be here. I'm so grateful more than anything, and I stand here and I think about how God navigates our paths. And when I graduated from Delsey Regional High School in New Jersey and then attend Widener University, I wasn't sure whether I was in the right place. I really wasn't. But as I began to get to know more and more people there and the outstanding coaches, I got to say thank you so much. You guys took coaching to another level. I think you ought to give the Lord a praise. There you go. I think took coaching to another level. And so overall, I would say I'm so grateful. Just thank God for good coaching. Thank God for good friends. Of course, Michael and Juliet and Brother Steve. They'll stand up, will you? These are my roommates in college. Yes, many. When you got people around you, always encouraging you and always saying just a positive word is so positive. I'm grateful also for my lovely wife, 41 years. Amen. Probably the reason why I look the way I look now. Amen. Good cooking. But I must say that Widener was and is definitely a highlight in my life, and God has surrounded me with so many positive people. I'm honored to be here. I'm honored to accept this award, but I would have to say that any running back is nothing without a good line. So if there's anyone in here who is on the offensive line, could you stand up? Is there anyone on that offensive line? Man, I'll tell you, we had a dynamic offensive line, and you can talk all you want about a running back and let somebody make some holes. Amen. Running back's not going anywhere. So I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for this opportunity. To God be the glory. Keep the faith, run the race at a steady pace.